Good morning, Nina. Good morning. If you're sleepy, why aren't you in your bed? Why are you over here? Peekaboo. You come over here when you're sleepy so you can play peekaboo? You're so quiet. You should be in your room where it's nice and dark, sleeping. She's making believe she's sleeping. That's how she makes believe she's sleeping. Nina, sleep.
It's Nana.
Yes, that's Nina.
Cat.
No, you're not a cat. Oh. It's a statue.
Yeah.
She wants to press the button. But if I let her press the button, there's no more video. Does Nina understand that? If you press that button, no more video? Mommy's made us a delicious breakfast at home. Cal is being a pillow. And Nina's watching her bunny shorts while holding her bunny.
Maybe water will get rid of the germs. We can use water from the waterfall. All right. Think again, penguin. Just tap that water. You can't get rid of us. No water for you. Oh, no. So,
What else should I put as a tag? Nina has decided to use the hat as a blindfold and see how far she can get places without falling down or hurting herself. Nina pulled out that rug. She wanted to lay on it for a little bit, but now she's done. She's back on her train. Okay, guess she's not done. Ouch! Okay. Yes. Nina found a Hello Kitty shower cap. It's mommy's. I don't think mommy's ever used it though.
Balloon.
Balloon. Can you say balloon?
Please.
Not please. Say balloon. to go clean up outside and Nina keeps looking out the window. So I figured I would just take her with me. After the last night's snow/rain, we have very crusty snow. Nina's having fun walking on it by herself.
So we're gonna open the bumbo. I don't think that Cal is ready, but we're just gonna see what it's like.
You need help?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it is that. I don't think that Cal is gonna get a chance to play with this at all. Mommy help?
Mr. Zim!
Okay. You like it? This goes right here. Like that. Nina, look at Daddy. You like it? Can you stand up?
This shouldn't be just a hop in the sack for either. These two should fall deeply.
Cal keeps sinking into the beanbag.
That's because that's Nina's seat.
Soon we're not going to be able to see him anymore.
And Nina is in Cal's seat.
That's neat.
There we go. No, it's okay. It's perfect size for him. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I was going to say, I think he's hungry, but he's always hungry.
Hi. 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 Yes. Yes, that's your seat. Hi. Hi. Oh. 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 Hi.
Wow. What did you do?
Mommy had gotten a little excited about painting this guy and painted it already, but I've been sanding down the areas down here that need sanding and also under the arms. It's looking really nice. And once I'm done, she'll be able to repaint it. Mommy's also downstairs making either lunch or dinner. I'm not sure which is it's going to be ready for. Started snowing again. The snow got so much bigger. That's gonna be a mess later. Nina was helping me carry this around, but now she's interested in her bumbo. Or not her bumbo, her brother's bumbo that she uses all the time now. In other news, Nina has eaten 3 pieces of carrot and is now working on a piece of okra.
There's an apple downstairs.
Oh, and she has some apple downstairs. And in between all that, she had a full 6-ounce bottle with lots of oatmeal. So she's eating more. She's growing up. Soon she'll be going to college. Nina now has learned how to set up her stool and get up on the sink. And she just turned the water on. Nina, you gonna wash your hands?
Watch Cartoon Network is available for free on your mobile device. Message data rates may apply. You must be 18 years or older or have permission from a parent or guardian.
Nina's flossing.
Now listen, you. Penny is my daughter, and I decide what's best for her. Daughter into a monster.
Nina is eating diced carrots while watching TV.
She likes your ribbons.
I'm trying not to disturb her because she's almost finished with that little can.
Are looking
Nina fell asleep around 5:45 today, but she didn't have a nap today. It's now 7:45, so she's been napping for 2 hours. But I don't know if we're going to try to wake her up and put her back to sleep in 2 hours, or just let her sleep until tomorrow. Because she had a really late night yesterday. She was up until 11, and she woke up today around 7:30, which is a really short sleep for her, for a baby. So maybe she's making up for it today, but I'm not sure if it's gonna bite us in the butt. She's gonna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and is gonna want to stay awake. It looks like Nina is truly out for the night. She woke up once around 8 o'clock, asked for her bottle, and then fell back asleep. So what I'm gonna do is take advantage of this time and use one of these old baby food container thingies, fill it with a little bit of acetone, and use some of the, I guess, garbage support material that gets printed out with the prints when I print, and let it melt a little bit, and then use it to patch up the little bit of holes that the print has. It has a hole, some holes on the very top, and they're very small, but when you paint them they become very apparent. And I guess that's just something about the slicing program isn't very good at doming things unless you give it an actual thickness. And so even though I did tell it to make the top portion at least 3.3 millimeters thick, or 3 millimeters thick, doesn't do it. But the next version of the program is supposed to be able to do that better. But if you could see, the very top there has some holes, so I want to patch that up. And normally I would just do that with some Elmer's glue, but I read that you can remelt the spare plastic that you have around, which I have a bunch of the support material, which I decide to keep just in case I'll ever get to use it, and put it in some acetone, melt it up, and then actually mold it with your fingers into the right shape and squeeze it on. So hopefully that works well, I don't damage anything, and then I'll just sand it down to a nice smooth finish. Maybe I should try it on something else first. So I put a tiny piece in there and just enough acetone to dissolve it. I'll let it sit in there for about 10 minutes, but I'll keep an eye on it, maybe it'll be less. I have this piece from the last time I had a failed print, and I'm going to try to patch up this area right there with the piece that I am currently melting in the acetone. I've had this sitting in acetone for about an hour, and it's managed to break apart the adhesiveness of the plastic to itself, but it hasn't converted into the putty that I was promised. in those websites. So I'm just going to patch up the 3D print the way that we were doing it before, and it was working before, so it should continue working now. I've left the spare plastic in the acetone for I think 1.5 hours now, and it's broken apart but still hasn't melted, hasn't become pudding. So I'm just gonna let it sit overnight and see what I get in the morning. Good night, Nina.
Good night, Nina.
Good night, Cal.
Good night, Cal.
Sweet dreams.
We love you.